Hello, this is Sabika Sayyad and welcome to the Print Headlines. India and Italy elevate ties to special strategic partnership after Modi and Meloni talks. India and Italy decided to elevate their ties to a special strategic partnership and enhance cooperation in areas of trade, investment, and new technologies following talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Italian counterpart Giorgia Meloni. Prime Minister Modi said in a press brief, and I quote, "We deliberated extensively on enhancing India Italy ties. India Italy Joint Strategic Action Plan 2025-2029 gives our ties a practical and futuristic framework." Ahead of bilateral talks, PM Modi called on Italian President Sergio Mattarella and discussed different aspects relating to India Italy friendship, including trade, investment, and cultural linkages. They also discussed collaboration in areas such as AI, critical minerals, space, and nuclear energy. After the third edition of India Nordic Summit, Modi stopped to visit the iconic Colosseum for a visit and dinner with PM Meloni. Meloni, after the dinner, took to her socials to share the gift that PM Modi presented, Melody Toffee as a joke. Rahul Gandhi attacks Modi over candy gift to Italian PM, says this is gimmick, not leadership. An economic storm is raging, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi is handing out candy in Italy. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said today after Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni posted a video of Modi gifting her a packet of Melody toffees. Gandhi, who is on a visit to his constituency Raebareli, said on X, "This isn't leadership, it's a gimmick." At a time farmers, laborers, traders, and others in the country are all in tears, the Prime Minister is laughing and making reels while BJP folks are clapping along, the former Congress president said in his post in Hindi. He said, and I quote, "An economic storm is raging over our heads and our Prime Minister is busy handing out candies in Italy." Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Mohan Yadav assures Tusha Sharma's family of CBI probe into death. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Mohan Yadav has assured Tusha Sharma's family members that he will hand over the probe into her death to the CBI. Her family members met the Chief Minister today to seek justice. Chief Minister Yadav assured them that the government will write a letter to the Premier Investigation Agency recommending a probe into the circumstances leading to her death. He said if they want to take her body to Delhi's AIIMS for a second autopsy, the government will make arrangements for their transportation. However, the final decision as to the second postmortem examination rests with the court. Tusha Sharma, 33, was found hanging on the terrace of her in-laws' home on May 12. Her death came barely 5 months after her marriage to Samar Singh, a lawyer. Bhopal Police Chief says no objection to second autopsy in Tusha Sharma's death case, court to examine case diary. Bhopal Commissioner of Police Sanjay Kumar said today they had no objection to a second postmortem of Tusha Sharma, the daughter-in-law of a retired judge who was found hanging at her marital home last week. The police commissioner's statement came on the day a judicial magistrate first class court is scheduled to examine the case diary on the plea moved by Tusha's family, seeking a fresh post-mortem examination. National Commission for Women seeks report and details on accused husband in Tusha Sharma's death case. The National Commission for Women today took suo motu cognizance of reports regarding the suspicious death of a 33-year-old Noida woman in Bhopal within 5 months of marriage. It sought an ATR report from the Madhya Pradesh government within 7 days. Police have announced a cash reward of 10,000 rupees for information, leading to the arrest of the husband who has been absconding. Chief Minister Rangaswamy and other ministers take oath as MLAs in Puducherry. Newly elected legislators, including Chief Minister and founder of All India NR Congress, N. Rangasamy, and 2 ministers who were sworn in earlier after the NDA retained power in the 2026 Assembly polls held on April 9 in Puducherry, took oath as MLAs in the Puducherry Legislative Assembly. Pro Tem Speaker A. Anbalagan, belonging to AIDMK, administered the oath to the members. In the 30-member assembly, the NDA has secured majority by winning 18 seats. While Chief Minister's AINRC won 12 seats, the BJP secured 4 seats and the AIDMK and LJK have secured 1 seat each. TVK extends open invitation to VCK IUML to be part of Tamil Nadu cabinet. The ruling Tamilaga Vetri Kadagam in Tamil Nadu today openly extended an invitation to the VCK and the IUML to be part of the Chief Minister Vijay-led cabinet. Minister for Public Works and Sports Development and TVK General Secretary Adhav Arjuna told reporters in Chennai, and I quote, "We invite VCK leader Thirumavalavan to be part of the Council of Ministers. This is the wish of the Chief Minister as well. Similarly, the IUML should also join the Council of Ministers. We have conveyed our invitation to IUML leaders. The Kerala cabinet decided today to scrap the K-Rail Silver Line semi-high-speed railway project from Thiruvananthapuram to Kasaragod. Addressing a press conference after the cabinet meeting, Chief Minister V.D. Satisan said all the land acquired for the project would be denotified and the yellow-hued concrete markers that demarcated the prospective line would be removed. Election Commission double security arrangements for Falta repoll in West Bengal. The Election Commission has nearly doubled the security arrangements for the May 21 repoll in West Bengal's Falta Assembly constituency that was countermanded last month over allegations of large-scale EVM tampering, a senior poll panel official said today. According to an official at the state chief electoral officer, 8 CAPF personnel equivalent to one full section will be deployed at each polling booth. Supreme Court says nothing wrong in holding caste census. Any government of the day should know who is backward. The Supreme Court of India said today there is nothing wrong in the government of the day ascertaining caste as part of the nationwide census exercise. Chief Justice of India Surya Kant, heading a three-judge bench, said, and I quote, any government of the day must know how many people are backward and how many need welfare. This is a matter of policy. The Chief Justice said it was not within the court's domain to decide whether a caste enumeration should necessarily be part or not of Census 2027. Chemists in Andhra Pradesh respond to Bandh calls, put down shutters of medical shops. Chemists in major Andhra Pradesh cities including Visakhapatnam, Vijayawada and Tirupati down shutters today in a one-day Bandh called by the AIOCD against the growing sale of medicines through online pharmacies, which they say allow people to buy drugs without a prescription. In Vijayawada, members of NTR District Chemists and Druggists Association took out a rally on Nakala Road, highlighting the issues they face because of the growing dominance of online medicine sales. Druggists say e-pharmacies let people buy habit-forming drugs, antibiotics, and pregnancy termination kits without the prescription that chemist shops require. Iran threatens war beyond the region if US attacks. Iran today threatened to spread war beyond the Middle East if the US attacks again, after President Donald Trump said he had come within an hour of restarting the military campaign. 6 weeks since Trump paused Operation Epic Fury for a ceasefire, talks to end the war have largely stalled. Iran submitted a new offer to the US this week, but its public accounts of it repeat terms previously rejected by Trump, including demands for control of Strait of Hormuz, compensation for war damage, lifting of sanctions, release of frozen assets, and the withdrawal of US troops from the area. Trump said Monday and again on Tuesday that he had come close to ordering a new bombing campaign but had put it off at the last minute to give more time for diplomacy. Israeli strikes on southern Lebanon kill 19, including children and women. Israeli airstrikes on southern Lebanon have killed at least 19 people, including 4 women and 3 children, Lebanon's health ministry said. The latest in near daily attacks from both sides that have not stopped despite the fragile US brokered ceasefire in the Israel Hezbollah war. According to the ministry, another airstrike, this one on the southern city of Nabati, killed 4 people and wounded 10 others, including 2 women. Israel did not comment on the reports of casualties in Lebanon. Tankers exit Strait of Hormuz with 6 million barrels of crude oil. 2 super tankers exited the Strait of Hormuz today, while another is making its way out after waiting in the Gulf for more than 2 months, with 6 million barrels of Middle East crude oil on board, shipping data on LSEG and Kepler showed. The ships are among a handful of super tankers exiting the Gulf this month via a transit route that Iran has ordered ships to use. The US-Israeli war on Iran, which began on February 28, has severely curtailed shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, through which around one-fifth of the world's supply of oil and energy normally flows. Taiwanese President Lai Ching-te said Taiwan intends to continue purchasing weapons from the United States, adding that he would convey the island's defense priorities to Donald Trump amid rising regional security concerns. Lai Ching-te said today that if given the chance, he would tell US President Donald Trump of his hope to continue US arms purchases, which Lai called essential for peace, while offering assurances that the island's future would not be decided by external forces. Lai is marking 2 years in office, the halfway point of his term, under growing pressure from China, which sees Taiwan as a breakaway province to be retaken by force if necessary. European Union paves way to finalize US trade deal and avoid Trump tariff hike. The European Union struck a provisional agreement today on legislation to remove import duties on US goods, a key part of the trade deal reached with Washington in July, and a move likely to avert higher US tariffs on EU products. Under the terms of the deal struck at US President Donald Trump's Turnberry Golf Resort in Scotland last July, the EU agreed to remove import duties on US industrial goods and grant preferential access to US farm and sea produce, while the US imposes tariffs of 15% on most EU goods. Pentagon says it has reduced brigades in Europe from 4 to 3. The Department of Defense has said it is reducing the number of US troop brigades in Europe from 4 to 3, taking the deployment back to 2021 levels, as Washington pressures the continent to do more for its own defense. The Pentagon has reduced the total number of BCTs assigned to Europe from 4 to 3, it said in a statement. A BCT comprises 4,000 to 4,700 personnel, according to a congressional report. The statement said that the reduction was resulting in a temporary delay of the deployment of US forces to Poland. That announcement was preceded earlier yesterday by US Vice President J.D. Vance saying that a planned deployment of 4,000 troops to Poland had been delayed rather than cancelled. Ebola deaths in Congo rise to 131. WHO raises alarm over rapid spread. 26 more suspected Ebola deaths were recorded in 24 hours in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, authorities said yesterday, and the head of the WHO expressed deep concern about the outbreak spread. The new deaths brought to 131 the fatalities associated with the outbreak in Eastern DRC. There have been 543 suspected cases and 33 confirmed cases in DRC, according to Congolese health authorities, and 2 confirmed cases in neighboring Uganda. The outbreak has alarmed experts because it was able to spread for weeks undetected across a densely populated area ravaged by widespread armed violence. A 2018-2020 outbreak in eastern DRC was the second deadliest on record, killing nearly 2,300 people. Man who murdered teen TikTok star in Pakistan gets death sentence. A court in Pakistan has sentenced a man to death over the murder of a teen social media influencer that sparked uproar across the country. Umar Hayat broke into the home of 17-year-old TikTok star Sana Yusuf in June last year after she rejected his repeated advances and shot her dead. Hayat, now 23, admitted his crime in July, saying he had developed a one-sided obsession with Yusuf after some interactions online. The court also ordered Hayat to pay 2.5 million rupees as compensation to Yusuf's family. Samsung faces major strike after pay talks with the union fall apart. Management and union leaders at Samsung Electronics failed to reach a last-minute deal over wages today, raising prospects for a strike at the South Korean electronics giant that could rattle global semiconductor supplies and the country's trade-dependent economy. Union leaders have demanded a compensation structure in which Samsung would commit to spend 15% of its annual operating profit on employee bonuses and scrap bonus caps, which are currently set at 50% of annual salaries. Government officials have threatened to invoke rarely used emergency powers to force a settlement at Samsung, where the union, which represents about 74,000 workers, says the company has failed to offer adequate compensation despite its soaring profits, fueled by the global boom in artificial intelligence. That's all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.